Hey everybody, welcome back to TTOParts. Kyle here. Today we are going to be discussing a very common problem with the Videojet 9550. This is going to be a damaged or unresponsive touchscreen. Now it could be a few things. Broken glass, that's very common. Bad LCD, or just unresponsive like I mentioned. We could try to do a recalibration, but if that fails, it's time to replace the whole assembly. And I'm going to show you how to safely disassemble this so you can do this. You have the confidence to do this on your own. Stop overpaying. The 9550, for those of you that don't know, is a label applicator. Now I have had for a long time the print heads, the platen rollers, and the screens available on the website. With our purchase of this 9550, the goal is to start adding more and more parts for you guys. Let's dig into this. Before we get started, you're gonna need a small Phillips head screwdriver, small flathead screwdriver, and a set of Allen keys. We're really only going to use the 4mm Allen key, the 2.5mm Allen key, and the 2mm Allen key. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is get this LCD off of your machine. So you can do that. You start by disconnecting the cable. After the cable is disconnected, you'll need a 4mm Allen key to get the two screws off the sides here to be able to unlock or disengage this assembly. Then you can bring it to your table and start doing some work. Now, once we get it to our table, we're going to want to use the 2mm Allen key to take these 5 screws off the back cover. So we'll do that really quickly. Okay. So those of you, if you want to help me out, I really appreciate it. You can go ahead and hit me in the comment section and just let me know like some of the common failure parts that I haven't already mentioned. I am learning this machine as I go, so I'm kind of just messing around with it, teaching myself what errors can happen if I do certain things. Like one of the first things that I was getting an error with was the feed of the label stock, and it was because I didn't properly lock the what we'll call the take-up side. All right, so I have the 5 screws off and this little back cover comes off. Here's what I'm looking at. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use our small flathead screwdriver to go ahead and pop this flathead screw, and then this one on the bottom. But now the reason we're doing this is so that we can easily slide. These are kind of like end caps. The 2 screws are keeping this black piece on. We're going to go ahead and actually pop that side off, and then the one side, the one flathead screw, is actually just keeping the carriage or the plate that the LCD is attached to in place. So we'll remove that so we can remove that carriage and get after our LCD assembly. But like I said, you know, any help you guys can give me, I'd love to have. Let me know what common parts are. I do have the the service manual, and I've got all the part lists and everything like that, and I'm just trying to put together stuff. Like obviously boards are going to go, you know, so we're going to start stocking those. All right, I have my flatheads off. So next we're going to grab our 2.5mm Allen key, and there's 2 socket head cap screws near the black piece that has to come out, and they're actually holding it in place. So we'll use our socket head cap screw, or we'll use our Allen key to take those screws off. Beautiful. That part comes out. Now here's what we're looking at. So what we should be able to do now, since we have this up here removed and nothing's blocking us, we should be able just to slide this assembly out. Let's see, are we missing one last screw? Yes, we are. Okay, we're missing one last screw up here. Now, let me take that back. Now we should be able to take this out. There we go. All right, so I was able to slide him out. So this is our housing. I'm gonna put this to the side. And now we are looking at our LCD assembly with a PCB. We have digitizer, power supplied on here, and looks like functions over here. So we need to start unplugging these cables. Obviously this is where you need to be very careful. We'll take the digitizer cable off first. You actually want to slide this white housing to the right if you're looking at it from above. pull that cable out. We'll pull this cable off. And then on the left-hand side here, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this power cable off. Boom. Okay, so now we are completely disconnected, but our LCD is still there. There are four tiny Phillips drive screws in here that are kind of just locking this in place. So what we'll do is we'll remove those. And you got to use, I have this watch repair screwdriver that works great for these. So we'll remove those. Perfect. You know, I'd also love to make some more videos on this thing. I actually have an issue with the machine, and would love to. I'm going to show you what the issue is, and but then if you guys have anything, your common issues or whatever, I'd love to make videos on that. So now we have our LCD away, and we have our frame here. At this point, I would tell you, hopefully you have your TTOParts LCD assembly available to plug in. If not, you can go to our website and get it. And then you would basically do everything I just did in reverse. So you'd grab your LCD, put him on, take your tiny screws, apply them, plug your cables back, slide your unit back in, and then put your screws back on. And then it's time to bring it out to your printer, which I have in my garage, and then reassemble. One thing I do want to tell you, we have this little gasket here to kind of seal. This is common in the 6420s as well. So you should be familiar with this. Just make sure this is here. It's kind of just to keep dust and all the other crap out of this assembly. I mean, obviously it's not waterproof, so don't go to spraying this thing down with a hose. And that's it. You get this done, test it. Now your 9550 is back in action. You just solved a common failure issue for much cheaper than calling somebody and having them come in. If you found this helpful at all, please thumbs up, subscribe, whatever you can. We appreciate it.